Radiant's middle tower.
Now the roll in, but they're going to try and counter, go on a Hesta Joe, and that's going to be pretty easy first blood. Unfortunately, the ward placed out by Cloud9. I'm not sure. They just seem to disregard the fact that Tusk was way over.
Off the kills, the Earth Spirit, the Brood haven't been able to dominate their lanes perhaps as hard as they would have hoped to. And seeing a bit more pressure come his way, but another tornado. And now with that on cooldown, the roll misses from Noya, but they still maybe get this kill.
EMP onto Noya is going to be able to finish him off, but first they get the kill on Invoker. Puppy, little he could do about that one. He was
your rotation, like your farming pattern, so that you farm up like the whole jungle camps and you're back in lane applying pressure. You just have to rotate between the two a bit more, perhaps.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like that idea. The fact that mobility is something that Broodmother has in spades over everyone else. Oh, Eclipse going to be used here. Pylai trying to get out of vision. Couldn't quite make it. Kezu's going to be spotted here on the side. It will be nuked down as well. Cloud9 pick up the double. Can Mid-1 respond? He already has Haze with the Corrosive Haze. They're going to be able to get him. Ryze is also going to be dying underneath the tower. It looks like Noya did manage to roll out and TP away. So in the end, that actually works out really nicely for Secret. They made
to get the mid tower. Doesn't get denied by Mid-1, so feels maybe like a close to even trade. Brood finally gets the Mid-1 rotation, which he threatens to go for the kill, and Mid-1's Tornado is still on cooldown for 2 more seconds.
Baby Knight still trying to use his Spiderlings to be able to chase down Mid-1, but now he's been caught, turned around on, and the blast does come in. Pylai dies for that kill, which is big because they're feeling aggression on all sides, right? Luna just went for a bit of a dive at bottom. The Drow Rangers constantly under assault, so they really need this relocate sometime soon, and you're going to see MP going to be the victim of the aggression we're talking about. Puppy tries to come in, Snowball catches 2. Ryze is going to be left on the other side as Mid-1 and Pylai Dade run themselves all the way over here. Nice tornado. Catching Hesta Joe. Noya, no rollout this time, I'm afraid. A double kill for Pylai Die, and now he is more than just level 6, almost level 7 now. They've just seen the way that the laning phase is gone. They've seen the way that Hesta Joe and Noya were positioned up in that top lane, and somebody made the call. MP was sitting back in his jungle saying, guys, they're going to dive me. I know what's happening. Snowball plus a smoke rotation. Ace isn't going to be caught by the ice shards. He now has to throw out the Eclipse just to be able to keep the rest of Secret away, but Kezu bumps in, hits him with the stun, runs away, and they nicely combo that damage. Pylai may still die to the physical damage, but no, they couldn't actually get him. Nice ice shards, but Noya will manage to roll out ahead of time. Pylai does get nuked down, but Baby Knight doesn't have a whole lot of webs to work with. He's got one off cooldown. Nice kick, triple kick. Oh, Noya, he may have just opened up a number of kills here. Puppy's low enough in the back lines. Baby Knight tries to pursue that one out. Does have the Corrosive Haze, but he's got the lifesteal going. Can he actually lifesteal enough to keep himself alive? Hit by the tornado. Not hit by the crush, though. The tornado is enough to finish him off. Burned out of mana, but a wand stick comes out from Ryze, enough for him to be able to fade bolt down the Invoker. Hesta Joe 1v1 against Kezu until a relocate comes in from Pylai Die, making it a 1v2. Ace now joins the fray up against 2. Can't really do enough damage to kill either one of these heroes, especially with the relocate back available, so he will be just forced away.
But now will be that tower trade for net. But Secret setting up to defend this one. They have got to relocate in, and Mid-1 is ready with no tornado invoked just yet.
Here comes the Puppy TP. They have already got the stun onto Ryze. That Blink Dagger is a huge part of this initiation. Hesta Joe is also going to be caught. Puppy managed to get him the blast. Now the relocate on the other side. Hesta Joe knows he caught, so he doesn't even try. But they do have Roshan going on at the exact same time. Tricky Cloud9. It wasn't just a simple tier 1 tower push. They actually created a bit of an illusion there.
So didn't lose any money at least. MP is going to be shadow blading through, downing out some of these heroes. Noya needs to be careful with his positioning.
Noya into the trees. Don't think he's going to be able to dodge enough, though. Secret quickly execute him, and the rest of Cloud9 are here. Ace especially is in a good position for an Eclipse, but a Force Staff over the cliff actually gets Mid-1 away, so it's MP who's going to be left behind. Tornado dodge definitely by Baby Knight. Another turn, Secret trying to go up into the high ground to help out MP, but now they're just going to end up losing multiple heroes. Mid-1 and Puppy go down in the process. They should have just let that Drow Ranger die. The
Drow Ranger. This to me feels like more like Drow just playing a as a Luna-esque type hero who's going to perhaps match up well against the Luna due to the superior range. Speaking of which, looking for Ace down bottom.
The silence does hit Ace. Noya tries to get the kick onto MP. Kezu, oh man, Secret. They just didn't pull the trigger fast enough. They are still going to be able to pick up Noya, but Ace is going to try and go in with the Eclipse. He gets stunned up, but Kezu may have committed too much. He ends up going down. The nukes come in. An EMP locked in. Ace is not going to be able to get away from that one. Is going to have to burn out his Aegis. Hester Joe almost finishes off MP, but he managed to get away with the invis. Ace keeps on going. Will finally get down. Puppy looks like he's going to die to Hester Joe, but it wasn't quite the team fight C9 really hoping for.
Do they know the IO's coming back? Yeah, they'll scout
Yeah,
out.
they
It's like
know.
they're pinging it. They'll see that and they'll get the +1. It looks like good team fight. It was the Aegis to make sure they win that fight, but they're doing this without having to use their BKB on Brood. They haven't got the BKB on PA, so a creep wave and his Eclipse just fully blew up Kezu. Like that in itself wins C9 the fight.
Hester Joe realizes Secret have been peeking on him. They had the successful scan. They know about this one. They're kind of baiting out Hester Joe. They have the 2 supports. Hester Joe is able to get out of the EMP with a nice Phantom Strike. Baby Knight now comes forward with the BKB just in front of the Tornado. Is going to be able to lock down the Invoker and catch Puppy as well. A kick comes out. 5 seconds until Pylai Dai can relocate. MP back out. It's going to be close. Now, MP, he goes down. No tether from Pylai Dai. Heads back to bottom lane.
Noya and Rise trying to find a pickoff with the Magnetize, I imagine, and they see MP. There's the Magnetize.
There is going to be a relocate out from Pi. Yeah, he saved them just in time.
That's a cool idea. You show 3 heroes mid, and it's your 3 cores. There's no way MP thinks a gank's coming his way. It's 2 supports and then a TP onto the Shrine from Baby Knight. Really cool gank from C9, but Pi is in the right place to protect his carry, gets MP out of there. That could have been a game-winning pickoff. If C9, it allows you to actually get some of those level 15, level 20, probably more like the level 20 talents you're looking at. Very rarely will you see those Midases get you to level 25, but it does definitely help a little bit.
Rise, he's been hit by the Ghost Walk. He knows Invoker is here, but this is straight into an Eclipse. Ace was right there, managed to almost blow up MP. They need a little bit more, and they will have it too. Oh, the Invis, get out. No, he's not going to be able to make it out. Pylai Dai is going to be able to get the relocate back on the Invoker.
That was a sick last-second tether relocate out. They couldn't find Pi. He juked through the trees really nicely there, and
it's going to be tough. He has earned charges to put him right back to full HP. The tier 3 is down. Shrine's unlocked, but with Luna, you just want to go straight for that lane of Braxes, and Secret are probably going to have to give it up. Look at poor Puppy, thousands of leagues away and still taking all that bouncing glaive damage. So that will be one. Yeah.
It's like you're in fog. Like, how do those glaives hit you when the enemy team can't even see you?
All right, Secret, how are you going to do this? Apparently, it's a 2-man smoke wrap around here. Their 2 initiators are going to try and find an opening. Now, if they can blow up the Luna, it's great, but they're going to try and take out the supports first. They managed to get a crush and Ice Shards onto 2, but they've already lost Pylai Dai in the backlines. Kezu is going to go down. Cloud9 were able to respond with those 2 supports and stay alive. MP bounces back, but they need to start throwing out those buybacks because this second lane of Rax is in danger. Ace is forced back. Snowball into him, but they really just can't get the damage out onto him. Another snowball hit from Puppy, but the rest of Secret cannot follow up that damage. They're missing 3 heroes without buyback, and honestly, gods, this is looking like the end for Secret in game number 1. Cloud9 are just running over this team.
Yeah, you've taken the 2 lanes. They can go for the Megas if they want, but they'd rather go for some of these kills. Luna is just too big to handle at this point, and there may have been some small Luna nerfs to some of the early game with her base damage and the Luna blessing scaling, but Luna, once you've got all your levels and farms, is the exact same potent pushing hero that she always was, and we're seeing it here. Hester Joe with Aegis wants to just go blink diving for a few more kills, but this is the end for Team Secret.
Get him, Hester Joe rotten. Not having the luck on the crits, apparently. That'll be it. GG from Secret. So, a 32-minute game. Cloud9 closed it out really nicely. 7.02. Don't think it had that much of an impact in this game. Surprise Broodmother pickup from Cloud9 may have been the most impactful thing, but I think that's more Cloud9 and their style than the new patch.
Yeah, they may have read the new patch and been like, ooh, by the way, we used to play Brood and win lots of games with that. Why did we stop picking this hero? Against Invoker, it was one of their go-tos. So, yeah, the hero is not quite the offlane mess it once was, but nothing's changed from the hero since when the Imperial days when they were running at mid against Invoker.